What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video today on this beautiful Labor Day. Well, it's beautiful here anyways where we are. We are in the heartland. We are actually in Iowa. And it is a very beautiful day, perfect weather. I believe it's mid 80s, real sunny, nice day. So hopefully you are enjoying your Labor Day and Labor Day weekend. We are going to talk about CKB today. Down here in the corner, click my logo. It is a watermark. You can subscribe that way by putting your mouse on my logo, or click subscribe below for updates on CKB and 20 plus other assets, including ADA, XRP, VeChain, DigiByte, API3. We're going to cover all kinds of stuff, and we're going to be talking exit strategies later in this bull run. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to hold your bags forever. Let's get right into CKB. So CKB, we are still forming that handle. The handle is nearing completion. This is on the daily. I mean, CKB, there's not too much to say. CKB is super healthy. We could hit our head on this resistance line at this 1.85 cents. It's shown many times in the past through here, how many times you hit your head on it. And it's shown here, and even these wicks almost reaching to it. It's shown many times. That is a resistance level right now, and in the past it has been. And we are looking to, we may hit our head, which would be fine. That would be okay to stay healthy. Because as you hit your head once or twice on the daily here, if you do over the next day or two, it's going to give time for these 20 EMA and this 55 EMA to start curving up. It's going to give them time to catch up here. And when they catch up and you're hitting your head there, you're going to see that you complete that handle. And the market looks really healthy right now, guys. We had Bitcoin make all those awesome movements yesterday. I was at the pool actually swimming yesterday, but I had to keep checking Bitcoin. Bitcoin made those movements to over 51,000 and then into the higher range of 51,000, something we haven't seen in a long time, to actually go up there and actually hold those prices. So that is an amazing sign. CKB still undervalued. CKB is not a very big coin or market cap yet. Getting close to about 500 million here on coin market cap. I can easily see CKB going to 3.4 cents at least, and this becoming 1 billion, and CKB to start to get some notoriety in general. Looking on the daily, still everything is healthy. We did get that bullish cross that just happened on the MACD. The stochastic RSI is starting to come up, and any downward trend we were following on the RSI is we've broken out of that downward trend on the RSI on the daily. All good signs. It's just going to be a little bit of waiting, and that's a lot. That's how the crypto market goes. You have to be patient and less emotional for sure in this crypto market. Looking at the 4-hour, again, there's that resistance line, and we're going to continue to hit our head in this area possibly. But as we start to come sideways right here, and if we do form the shape of a flag here, the market is so bullish in general right now that if we start going sideways here, that would be okay, because it could start to form somewhat of a bullish, a flag type, triangle type pattern right here. And this same distance here, sort of, you know, where we moved up, you know, you could kind of extrapolate that out, and you're going to get that movement. You're going to come up. You say you drew a trend line here of sort of where you're falling. I mean, when you come out of a triangle type shape like that, that symmetrical triangle, when the market is so bullish, you're going to get that movement of a similar movement that you already made coming up. And that's going to take you right to that resistance line. And when that happens, when you hit that resistance line, obviously when that happens, when we go back to the daily, you are completing that handle right there. And you can see where I drew in there, but you're coming up and you're completing that handle. We're at 178. We are still a little bit away from 185, and then going sideways, completing that handle and making that movement up. When we do complete that handle, we expect to see something in the range, not short term, but in a relatively short period, in say in the next couple weeks, possible technical target, as long as we hold support and this pattern isn't invalidated, that would take us up to that 3 cents, which I've shown in other videos. So, I mean, there's not too much else to say on CKB. CKB is super healthy. Also, though, Charles Hoskinson was talking, he mentioned Nervos earlier today, about 2 hours ago. This is Charles, 2 hours ago. Take a listen to this video. This is what he had to say.
Now, it's really funny that a lot of people in the Ethereum space seem to be just brutalizing us and say, well, UTXO can't scale. Well, UTXO and accounts are interoperable with each other. How do we know that? Well, we wrote a paper about it back in 2018. It's called Chimeric Ledgers, Translating Unifying UTXO-based and account-based cryptocurrencies. And we actually have designs where you can run both accounts and UTXO on the same ledger. And we already implemented that with Catalyst, actually. The Rust implementation of Cardano has a fully compliant Chimeric Ledger. So you can run accounts if you want to. They have some properties that make them a bit more difficult to shard and scale. UTXO is actually a significantly more scalable model. So it's just bollocks when people say that this model is somehow more limited. And if you want to understand this paper, there's a lovely video made by Sebastian from DC Spark talking about Chimeric Ledgers and how the paper works. It's about 34 minutes long. And there are community projects. For example, this was proposed for Nervos, but we're in conversations with Mune about doing an account view for Cardano for the extended UTXO. And they have this lovely paper that they wrote, AVOUM for Nervos account view on UTXO, and kind of explain how it would work and starting a proof of concept. So those things are being built. You don't need an account view for concurrency with extended UTXO. There's a nice little blog post that Sunday Swap wrote called Concurrency State in Cardano. And they talk about this entire problem. And as dApps get deployed on the mainnet and testnet, people are going to learn about parallelism. And there's numerous papers about this.
So that's just a quick little video that was 2 hours ago on this Labor Day that founder of Cardano was talking about Nervos. So pretty cool to see. He's basically talking about this UTXO that Bitcoin runs on, and a lot of the FUD that is floating around the crypto space in general about this not being scalable. And he speaks in depth for about a half an hour. He's talking about all kinds of stuff, but about the UTXO and that it is scalable and that how all these other people are wrong and that Nervos has a paper on it. So just some little stuff, but at this point, to be honest, any news is good news because the crypto space in general is highly speculative. It's not, we are moving towards utility, but a lot of it right now is about what cryptos may be able to do moving into the future. Maybe one day they'll be able to do this and they can do this and they can do that. Not that they've already done it. A lot of it's just speculation. So any news is good news at this point. And like I showed you before, Charles does follow Nervos Network. His company IOHK follows Nervos on Twitter, which is always a good sign to see. And that's CKB. CKB looks healthy. And let's finish this handle here soon, and then let's start to make that movement with everything else. So that's what we're thinking. That's going to be it for this video, guys. We are going to wrap it up, and we will see you in the next video. See ya.